Oh, the who? Ah, got you. I think I did see an ESPN update about that, saying it was close. Cause niggas is dumb.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. Jackson to Bateman there. 1st down, Ravens.
Brent, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Have to see. I'm in a game, so I can get this out the way.
Jackson on the
So
give
it's
to
gonna have to be Steven, because I'm in the game.
He's going to have just a couple
so I can get
here
this
with
out
a
the way.
marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. At the 44-yard line. This time Jackson will throw it. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. To the 34. Well, this defense for the Ravens very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That is caught by Anderson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. back to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
right? A little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Jackson now. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. There he goes right side. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now this throw caught left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And all the way down to the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. This is something that we saw quite a bit in Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll find Pittman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And we'll remind you the
coming up at halftime. We'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in it.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Room past the Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. It's a gain of 4. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. First down and more for Jackson. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard. Into the secondary, past the 40. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Brian Burns showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
you're.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown
That one-hand catch
pass.
was
Of
sick.
course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. On the return is Duvernay. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Oh, you just saw it? Yeah, that was nasty. A rookie.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A Madden generated.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate.
Jesus
Of course, they'd like to
Colon.
forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks
Oh, that was dumb, Jeremy.
Oh,
that sucks.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together?
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina.
All my linemen are getting hurt.
Great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point.
Her name is Julian Washington. Because he's like 5'11", 234 or something crazy like that. But runs like 91 speed. I was like, yep, Julian Washington.
Return is Duvernay. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's
all of my linemen are getting hurt. Yo, this is ridiculous.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you
Dude, that's the 3rd lineman I lost in the game. Well, no, I lost 2 to the game. And then 1 got hurt on a damn special teams play.
We'll see what they do. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. A nice little juke. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
He threw picks like that. Yeah, he just passed all game.
Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Because he just passed it to him.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver.
Dudes are
they
weird.
can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because
Like,
if they're
weird.
forced to try and
I
go
don't
around
understand
defenders
some of
behind
these
the line of
guys.
scrimmage,
Like,
sometimes
you
you
got
can
these
give
dope-ass
yardage
running
in
backs
order to
and never
gain
run the
it.
ball.
But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On the option right is Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Okay.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Not at all. Hold on, he had a dev game with a quarterback? If he has a dev game with a quarterback, he's mine because he can't throw interceptions.
And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I was going to ask, they got seconds?
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers.
Yeah, that's all he can
so
do.
Right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now it's Jackson.
Ooh, good play design.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
That's nice.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here in the new campaign. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player or broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think
you've won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game. Team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. Team put 70 on their opponent. In the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating.
I got 3
kicking around a team who had been
and I used all 3 of them.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question: what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Excuse me.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Yeah, my grandmother. It was just me, my grandmother, and my sister, and yeah, everybody left today. I'm not saying good.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
I was
You
like, you
got
know
the
what?
big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, Jeremy!
Throw on 2nd down, zone, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.
I threw for 170 yards. That's unacceptable.